Okay, Reggie, before we get into today's question, do you have anything that you want to speak on or talk about first?
What up, all first? I hope you, all you cancers and stuff, enjoying your birthday month. And I hope y'all enjoying your summertime. There's been a lot of things going on. Not in the death row, in the Reggie Wright world, the things that I like to talk about. But, man, y'all see that CEO that got fired at a concert? Man, the teacher, don't bring your side chicks in public, y'all. Well, that was a little funny. Our boy Donald Trump, he's he's been making his campaign promises. He's been doing good. What y'all think about the Epstein thing? Y'all think he gonna release the tapes, or the full transcripts? Or yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he does. There's a lot of things going on, but we all still here, and we blessed. Shout out to 4Extra. I see you doing a lot better, and yeah, I'm glad that you healed from that well, because you look like you back in form. But other than that, man, we ain't really got nothing to talk about. But I know John got some questions for me, so we'll go ahead and get into them.
Okay, I saw that, and I know you didn't want to speak on this, but I saw that SKG did a response to you or said a couple things on her Instagram where she was responding to the segment that we did last week. Did you see that, and do you have anything you want to say about it?
Oh man, yeah, I gotta tap at her. I see she scrubbed them off and took it off her IG, so y'all ain't got to run over to her many IGs. But you get no freebies with Reggie, right? I don't know. Somebody must have told her, you might want to pull it down, SKG. So I'm going to go a little lighter than what I planned to do. But you tapped at my wife. Everybody think my wife is my soft spot. Well, she is. And so everybody want to throw your wife into the game. They fucked her. I'm gay. I'm this, I'm that. All right, SKG. Well, we know who has the gay person in their life, but I don't talk about people's kids, but you know who I'm talking about, right? Matter of fact, I'll let you talk about him. Because y'all listen to this conversation how she talk about her son. This is a relationship you have with your kids. See, it's still a worry about what people got going on and doing things. You need to worry about getting your life in order, because you still got an open case on your two younger kids with DCS. You just got your fucking kids back. One of them. The daddy still got the other. But this is how you talk to your son. Y'all check this out.
You want to talk about everybody hates you? Nobody hates
You do. You just told them I was a prostitute. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop saying that, because you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't care. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You should have never had me, bro. Like, you should have never had me. You should have never had me. You should have never had me. Like, that's out. No. It's not on my fault. Like, none of this is my fault. I was fine until I started talking back to you. I was fine. I was fine. I was fine.
You have to talk to me a day in this life. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I don't care.
That's fine.
You don't have to talk to me.
Like, the only time I have mental breakdowns or I start crying is when I'm around you. Like, that's it. I'm 15. I don't want to do anything but do it, but I don't, okay. Alright, okay.
Fucking shit.
Right.
Talking about gay sexual shit.
Because you're homophobic? You're homophobic. No, you're just homophobic towards me for no reason.
Stop being a homophobic. Stop being a homophobic. You're 14.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we know she's a nothing ass bitch. Yeah, I called you a bitch. You remember that pissed you off? That's when you got mad at Big U, right? When he called you a B. And you started going off on him. Well, here's the full version of what really happened. See, I let you and White get away with this, putting out that little edited version and all of that, making Big U look bad. No, you was the aggressor on that. You was the one talking about making your baby. You don't care about no kids. So why you don't care about the three you got? So why you care about the one you saying that they made you lose? But this is what really happened.
Did you put your hands on me? Did you put your hands on me?
Never even seen
You fucking bully. You the fucking bully.
you. I think you're
Put
bullying.
your hands on me? Niggas a fucking bully.
think-
Did you lock me in the spot?
I think you're bullying right now.
Did you lock me in the spot?
I think you're. Can you call the police?
Yeah, call the police. Call them now. Even though I can press charges for what you did to me.
You see that?
Yeah. Did you lock me in the spot?
We don't allow recording inside the hotel. You think you guys know?
Did you
you
put
can
your
just tell her.
hands on me? Did you try to blackball me?
I think you're mentally ill.
Fucking bully. Did you? Did you? You fucking bully.
Did you just throw
I
something
sure
at me?
did, you fucking bully.
Did you see that?
Nigga, if I have my burger, I'll blow your bitch ass back. You fucking bully. Did you almost make me lose my fucking baby? Did you put your hands on me? You fucking bully. This nigga's a bully. This nigga's a fucking bully. Wow, this nigga's a bully. Call the police. You bully ass nigga. Did you put your hands on me? This nigga's a woman beater. Big you Diddy Henry. Don't say Henry. This nigga's a woman beater. He's a fucking woman beater.
What about? She seen
Fucking
it.
bully. Yeah, call the police. Fuck him. Call the police. You lucky I got my car. Blow your fucking head off. Did you put your hands on me? Did you cause me trauma? You fucking bully. You fucking bully. You gonna get what you want, you bully. Did you put a price on my head? You lucky I ain't got my shit on me. You
So what was the issue? So what happened?
You's a
Had
fucking
both
Did
of
you
them.
guys exchange any words?
No, she was right the whole time.
Call the police.
She was right here the whole time.
Fucking daughter, nigga, don't look at my baby. Don't look at my fucking baby. Bully ass nigga put his hands on me. Bully ass nigga lock me in the spot. This bully ass nigga. Don't man me. No, call the police. Don't man me. Call the police on this fucking bully. You're a fucking monster. And I'm gonna make sure you lose everything. You fucking bully. Call the police. No, fuck him. Call the Nigga, I hope you fucking die, you fucking bully. No, I don't give a fuck. Call the police.
You just seen her hit you, right?
Yeah, what's going on?
A woman.
No, this nigga did so much for me to go on the podcast and call me a bitch. Don't say that bitch, mom. Can we go? No, I hate you. I hope you die. Look at me. I hate you. You done lock me in the spot? You done lock me in the spot? Eugene Henry, did you lock me in the spot? Did you almost make me lose my baby?
Oh, but no, I'm pressing charges though.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Y'all see who the motherfucking aggressor was there. All of y'all was talking bad about Big U and all of that. Big U ain't did nothing. He handled that like a G. He handled that like he's supposed to. She was the aggressor. She the one that thinks she rah-rah and all of that. You should have, when that Grape Street nigga, you know who I'm talking about, the nigga you was messing with from Grape Street, was in the, well, you did the right thing on that. You did finally get rid of him after a few weeks or months, I heard, after you caught him in the bathroom trying to have sex with your son. So I guess I give you credit for getting rid of him. But, you know, when you're having threesomes, as people say, look at the Texas. You having threesomes while your kids is in the fucking bedroom, while they in the house. So, of course, your kid's going to be all fucked up in the head. SKG, this is the things you need to take care of. You need to take care of your open DCS case you have, okay? Because you know that's the only way you're trying to live right now, is that little county money. That's the only reason you deal with the one kid that you have. You know, you ain't trying to tell everybody like you was in Vegas or whatever. Everybody know you out there in Rancho Cucamonga in a little apartment. You gonna try to put up my address? Because I invited you to my house to do an interview? Okay. Newsflash. I ain't lived in that motherfucker since I went to prison in 2019. All right. So, all of y'all, man, I don't know why y'all tapping Reggie Wright. Y'all know Reggie Wright gonna get you. But what I'm going to do, SKG, is all those PPE loans you got? Me and her, you say one more word about me, we gonna expose, and I'm gonna expose to my FBI contacts. Yeah, okay. Since you like calling the police and all of that, we seen that. All those PPE loans you got and the names you got fraudulent and all of that. If you don't think I know all the stuff, SKG, don't take on no fights for Suge Knight. Suge Knight and I play with each other like this. Suge Knight don't mean none of the shit that he says about Reggie Wright. And Reggie Wright really don't mean none of the things that he said about him. You shouldn't get caught off in our beef because you know, as well as I do, neither one of y'all gonna be able to revive the role. Suge done burnt all his bridges in the music business. All he got is a clean name and some, maybe a TV series. If he come home and do it right, if he stop pissing off people. Maybe somebody like a 50 Cent or somebody like that. Even we talked to Chris Gotti. Maybe he'll be blowing up, you know, what he's doing right now. And maybe he'll do something with him. But come on, young lady. I told you the last time I talked to you, I had a little respect for you for what I saw that you did for Jewel. When you put that $500 up on her GoFund account, you know, when she passed away. You said I talked bad about you on Clubhouse, something like that. I don't remember. It couldn't have been much because you really don't run across my mind that much. But hey, you want to keep tapping that Reggie Wright? You want to try to do things? And I'm laying low on you. But trust me, me and the homegirl will be on later this week. If you feel the need to respond, because one thing Reggie Wright don't do is give any freebies. No freebies this way, baby girl. This is the slap back. Now, if we want to keep this going, we can. I do this for a living. This is what I like doing. I know how to get views. You? Well, good luck on trying to do what you're doing. But Reggie Wright needs to be an ally, not an enemy.
Okay, Reggie, I wanted to get your opinion on, even though the trial for Diddy is over and the sentencing hasn't happened yet, I wanted to get your thoughts on some of like the male workers and stuff doing interviews and people involved in the case now hitting the YouTube platforms and doing interviews. Did you have any thoughts on that?
To be honest, I haven't really watched any of these guys because to me, they just male whores, right? Strippers. Kind of lucky whores if you look at Cassie, if beauty is a thing. But I done learned beauty is not a thing because the things that she had been her body exposed to and she turned around and exposed them to, well, I wouldn't want to be exposed to that or expose someone that I love to the things that they've been exposed to. So, man, the biggest thing I got from all of this, I already told y'all what I believe he's going to do. If he do more than 18 months, after it's all said and done, after October the 3rd, I'll be surprised. Once he get all of his time served and all of that. I told y'all what he's going to do immediately. What y'all done seen has already been reported that he done checked himself into an RDAP program, right? And a domestic violence program in jail where somebody done got to him and told him how you can get a year off if you go and complete and do the programs. I try to tell you about that. Heard a couple of people saying he going to Camp Snoopy. I don't know. He hasn't really been convicted of any crimes, but he do have some assaults on his record that they could justify maybe not putting him in a camp. And plus, I don't know if prostitution is a sex crime. If that's a sex crime, then he definitely not going to a camp because the lowest you can go in the feds is to a low if you have any type of sex crimes going on. and that's usually where the chomos are and the snitches are. Or yeah, the snitches. That's where they usually keep them at a low. That's where they protect them at. So, the main thing I want to know is, when's Cassidy gonna be charged? Because she is the one that did all the crimes. I'm pretty sure these sex workers gonna start suing her because of being exposed to these diseases and all of this. And now, but I even wonder the statute on those, because most of those guys was having sex with her in 2012, 2014, and I'm sure they had to know that they had herpes or whatever disease that they had, a year or two later, right? So they should have known about it in like 2015, 2016. I think you have 2 years after that. So I really think the time or the statute is up on all of those cases. It'd be hard to see if any attorney take a plea, or take it to try to get a deal and sue Cassidy for some of that $30 million she got. But that's what needs to be happening, because Cassie, y'all, she did the same thing as Diddy, y'all. They called her a victim, not a co-conspirator. She should have been sitting next to Diddy at that table, in my opinion. But hey, okay. Glad this circus is over. It must have been something that we don't know about that was done. I know a lot of people saying, well, Comey, the prosecutor, Comey's daughter was going to get fired regardless because she was a Democrat. Her daddy's was a Joe Biden guy. And so that's the only reason that they got rid of her. The Comey daughter is that's that politics bullshit that's going on in our government right now. Did y'all see, y'all boy? A lot of people ain't talking about it. Been slipped under the rug, but Shannon Sharp, wonder how much he gave that chick. Remember that little white girl he was talking crazy to? He settled with her. A lot of people ain't talking about that, but we'll get into that more, I'm sure, later in the month or whatever. But people will be talking about that lawsuit. But hey, man, my whole take from all of this Diddy stuff is, one, Cassie need to be giving up some of her money, maybe, if the statute's not up. But two, Cassie is just as guilty of the crimes that Diddy got convicted of than Diddy is what I got from all of this, from hearing all of these statements. Shout out to Vlad TV, for getting those three sex workers over there on his channel. And shout out to Art for getting the one that he got. Even though the one that Art got over there, I saw him on, I think, Tasha K's show or the Shade Room or whatever that's called. For some reason, a lot of stuff he's saying, I have a hard time believing. I don't know why. It just don't seem like he's been truthful on a lot of things. But hey, shout out to him. Y'all say, what? Oh, you just hating it. Well, obviously the DA didn't. They didn't call him. They didn't believe him. But they must have some hesitations or what's the word? Something that they didn't believe or didn't feel right about him as well, because they didn't call him. But hey, shout out to those channels that got them on there, that get them to talk and all of that. But hey, a lot of people slip through the rugs. I think the U.S. attorneys dropped the ball, like I always said, for not bringing other people to sit at that table with them, like Roger Bonds, like Cassie, like, the cameraman, the people that set it up, the lady, his chief of staff, that female, KK, I think they called her or whatever. People like that should have been sitting at that table with them, and they might would have got a bit of conviction, but it was obvious. They overcharged. Rico was not proven. And I heard this clown, man, I hate, let these clowns get up and start backtracking. This gap-toothed motherfucker did a video this weekend talking about, oh, well, Vegas, breaking news. Vegas is not going to be calling Diddy to the Keefy D case. Who in the fuck ever said Vegas was going to call Keefy D Diddy to the Keefy D case? Whoever said that? He made it seem like he the one been saying that. Like, and now the prosecution came out and said it. When they made some statements saying that they won't be calling Diddy. They never said they was. They haven't told us who they going or not call. We don't even know if they're going to call Suge Knight ass yet. But these motherfuckers, but they be knowing they be fucking up and then they be trying to backtrack it so they get in front of the stuff. But y'all go listen to the videos that idiot was saying before then. Oh, Diddy's going to be here. Diddy's going to be at Keefy D trial. I've been telling y'all from the jump. They not concentrating on Diddy. The only person that they were concentrating on left is Keefy motherfucking D. And who Keefy D trying to blame on the shit now? Because I told him it would be his only play. Blame Reggie motherfucking Wright. But he don't even know how to blame Reggie Wright. You're supposed to be saying Reggie Wright was giving me play-by-play where he was at. Reggie Wright was telling us where they were at. Reggie Wright did this. This stupid motherfucker talking about, I wasn't there. Well, how would you know Reggie Wright did it? But, okay. Talk too much. I get too deep. I just hate y'all listening to the idiot motherfuckers. Peace on first.
Okay. I noticed, and I don't know if you noticed this too, but it seems like Suge has gone pretty quiet lately. And I know I saw a video that I didn't know if it was super clickbait or what, but it tried to claim that he was stabbed in jail or something like that. Have you heard anything about this? And can you clear that up once and for all?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And I'm so motherfucking glad that all these people that do AI videos and all the white men from other countries and all of that they taking it away from them, where they can't hide behind an AI voice anymore and make all these videos and throw stuff up. Because they even put out that he was dead and all of that. Trust me, if anything had happened to Suge Knight, Bomb First would have went breaking motherfucking news, just like we do on everything. Where did y'all hear about Keefy D getting arrested at first? Where did y'all hear about Diddy getting arrested at first? It was just something recently that I just predicted that happened. I forgot. Noble, young Noble Dell. Where did y'all hear about all this stuff first? So trust me, y'all would have heard what, and where, and when, and how if something like that would happen to Suge Knight. So Suge Knight, ain't nothing wrong with Suge Knight. I done talked to a few people that done talked to Suge Knight. Why he's quiet, I don't know. He might got contacted like I did and was told to shut up talking about this stuff. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I know he ain't having no kumbaya. Maybe he realized after he made that crazy ass statement to People magazines that Tupac mother tried to slip some pills to Tupac, when we all know that Tupac wasn't even talking and that he wanted to smoke a blunt and confess his love and all of that to him. Maybe after he said that, he had to sit back and say, what's going on with me? My name and my value is bigger than that. I don't know. Maybe that sensitive yard need Warden just got the memo that they were on lockdown 2 or 3 months ago. When he was still on the phone, when they had all the level 3s and the level 4s, on lockdown. Maybe they are on lockdown now. I don't think so. I talked to homie D-Dog a few days ago, and he said he talked to him this week, so I don't know. Don't know. But trust me, if something would have happened, and yeah, he called my wife doing his little subliminal threats. And and all of that. So I know the nigga is all right. Nigga's able to get to the phone talking about, oh, Reggie, you need to stop having Reggie talk on the internet like he does. Because all these people are mad, are getting mad at him and putting y'all address out and all that. And she had to tell him, nigga, we ain't lived in that house since 2019. So y'all both need to stop it, is what she said. That's her belief. I wish both of y'all would stop it. But, okay, whatever. Let's play. Give me a reason to play. Because I know how to play when niggas want to play. Is what I told her to tell him if the nigga called back. So the nigga's all right. He ain't nothing wrong with him. He just, who knows? I don't know. Maybe the warden got mad when they found out he making these crazy lies about the pills, because that was the last thing that I heard him say. But I don't know. But trust me, I would have heard from somebody in this family, one of his baby mamas or something, if something bad had happened to him. And that's one thing I don't want to happen to him, is something like that to happen to him. I want the nigga to die from old age, because as much as I get disappointed in him, I don't want to see the man die by the hands of somebody else. And I can honestly say that.
Going back to the pills thing, Reggie, I thought about this after we taped the last segment, about a week or so ago. But can you tell me, didn't Tupac have like a tube down his throat and he was on like breathing machines? Would it have even been possible to give him any pills?
Yeah, I don't know. I did hear something about some ramblings about, and I know she didn't go during that time, but I don't remember her leaving, going to Mexico or going to try to get some type of stuff. But Miss Lafini has some weird beliefs. And I do remember something about getting something to rub on his lips or something like that, that she thought that she was going to get some medicine or some type of stuff. But it was something like that. And like I always say, Suge speaks a lot of truth. He just adds to it and make it worse than what it was. So I think he remember or know how she was trying to get something to rub on him or his lips or something like that. But to put some pills in it down his throat and stuff like that, it was just not possible. It was just not possible. But like I say, if it's true, if it was true, and that's what the lady did, the mother did, why speak on it 29 years later? Why? So that'd be my question. Why now?
Okay. Once Diddy goes through his sentencing and he gets, does his time, whether that's a year or 5 years or whatever, what do you think his mentality is going to be when he comes out? And what do you think the public's perception of him will be? Do you think people will like him? Do you think he'll be, he'll forever have the baby oil jokes? What do you think will be the public's opinion on Diddy when he comes out of where he is now?
Well, Diddy gonna be butter jokes forever. He gonna be the Johnson & Johnson baby oil jokes gonna be. Man, he need to try to buy stock in the Johnson & Johnson, because he gonna be the best spokesman for Johnson & Johnson baby oil. If I was his PR people, if I was Johnson & Johnson, I'd do some baby oil and put a picture of that nigga on there, or at least put that oil in a motherfucking sex shop or something, because he's going to be he's the poster boy of that, a baby oil. He got me wanting to try to wipe some baby oil on stuff. I used to use baby oil. I'll be honest. It make you slippery. It make you rub that down there with that baby oil. That shit go in, shoop. But anyway, so but yeah, face the baby oil jokes. Okay, but black people, black people, we forgive quick, y'all. We have a short memory. We who can we think of? Don't y'all? There's not a black person I can think of that hasn't had a scandal at one point. Even old Obamas. The Obamas we used to could say, but he catching it now, right? Everybody trying to say he's trying to normalize gay men now. You know, keep pushing that agenda. And so he's catching it right now. Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed the latest statement he made on him and Michelle's podcast about. He used an analogy, is how I took it, of that he had a black professor that was gay that spoke positive things in his life that helped him out. It's how I took it.
That's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
But social media, people in my family took it like, no, he's trying to make gay sociable, meaning every boy or every person in their life should have a gay man speaking into their lives, even if his mother or father, even if they got their father in their lives. It's okay to have a gay man speaking things into their life. Y'all know Reggie Wright belief about that. Y'all know I can't stand a gay man. I don't want shit to do with you. But that's what floats your boat. That's what floats your boat. But my only point is, we all have had black men, or powerful black people, have had some type of scandal in their life, and they forget about it. You remember Denzel? Denzel had the allegation about having some girl on his set pregnant or something like that, or going to have a baby by her. I forget the pretty Mexican girl, actress. I can't think of her name right now, but he had that rumor out there. So Bill Cosby, what they did to him when he was trying to buy NBC. I can't think of one that has it. Michael Jackson, y'all know. Every powerful black man always have it, but we still love him. We back with him. R. Kelly right now. R. fucking Kelly walked out, got free. I'll be the first one buying tickets to the concert. I'd be like, I don't see nothing wrong with no little bump and grind. I'll be singing right along with him. Hey, that's just how we are as a society, especially with blacks. So I think Diddy gonna be okay. Now, whether he gets some business opportunities, maybe not the same people, but there's people that's going to want to line up and get half of what he used to make, right? Or 25% of what he used to make. And so, yeah, I really believe he's going to be okay in about 5 or 10 years. If I was him, I know there hasn't been any allegations of him being gay. Well, there's been allegations of it, but any factual about it, I would come out. I would be like, hey, y'all, I'm gay. And then everybody be cool. Because when you're rubbing other men calm on your chest and wanting to have sex or eat all the chicken and stuff like that, when she hadn't bathed from other men after another man had did all of that, there's something wrong with you, y'all. Something wrong with you. But does that make you gay? I don't know. I think so. I believe he is. And if he come out with it, he'll be okay. Gay men are successful. I just saw the biggest gay motherfucker in Hollywood right now have a black party where all the A-listers, well, I ain't gonna say A-listers, all the B and C lister rappers and people in the entertainment and all of that was at his thing. Jason Lee. I forget the name of the show he had, but he just had a thing in Beverly Hills that was very, very well attended for all the B and C listed people. They love Jason Lee. They love people like that. And so, my only point is, it's okay now to be gay. Diddy needs to come out, say he's gay. His money, he needs to go ahead and just start selling out lawsuits, have his attorneys meet with this Busby guy or whatever, and give him a flat rate, like a class action rate, and clear it up, take his money, and go and live over there at Russell Simmons. Do all the weird shit that he wants to do in life, where nobody will judge you, where nobody will care. Russell got a private villa for all that freaky stuff for his friends. So that would be my suggestion. That would be what I think and I see Diddy doing within the next 5 years.
So Reggie, we did the interview with Queenie, and I know that we ended up posting up one of the segments from Eric B, where they they basically said the opposite of what the other said. I know, people were saying in the comments that it was messed up that we were, putting those back to back. I just wanted to get your thoughts on Queenie's interview as a whole, but also, her statements about saying Tupac was going to leave, and then obviously Eric B saying the opposite.
So yeah, John, I get what you're saying, and I kind of picked up. I didn't know Queenie was as mad or disappointed as Suge until as the interview was going, and I started listening to it, and so I really believe, and shout out Queenie. Queenie did a great job. I hear she want to get her own YouTube going or Instagram stories going, and she got a future in it because she speaks very well. Man, since that interview, I got about 4 or 5 people that want to do interviews with us. That's staff members. Isis, the studio manager, the one that Queenie actually worked for. After Kevin Lewis, because I know most of y'all know Kevin Lewis was the studio manager, but there was some drama where Isis eventually took Kevin Lewis' job, and Queenie got promoted from receptionist to working up under ISIS. Up under ISIS. But so ISIS will be doing an interview with us later on in the month of August when she comes in town, and some other people. But I don't know when people speaking now, y'all got to remember, all of this stuff is over 30 years later of what they done heard or what they believe. And it's done been so many people talking and having opinions and all of that. I don't know why Tupac would be, he done told, everybody that he's done told has been females, right? You got Queenie now saying that he told her. You got Keisha Cole saying that he told her, and the auntie, I believe, Aunt Glo or Janella, or the niece, saying that they told them. But people like the Outlaws, and Frank, Frank, we know wasn't even around. His first day back by his own admission was that day. He hadn't been around since July. And so, I don't know. I've been trying to defend things and say things, and I'm just like, I'm defeated, y'all. I'm just like, I never heard it. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me that David Kenner firing was done because Suge suggested that, and so he suggested that because he was just saying as a entertainment because it was the conflicts were starting to arise, and he was just pretty much telling me, David, you work for Death Row. Tupac needed to have his own people, but he wasn't firing him criminally, as his criminal attorney. But right way, people always say he fired you, Reggie, and all of that. Well, I wish I had got the letter. I really wish I had known that. Because people like to misquote me and say, y'all see, Reggie never liked him and all that. No, because y'all leave out what I said. I said, if he would have said that to me, this is how I would have responded. But y'all let them they omit the word if. Because that is how I would respond if a nigga say, that's like if a woman tell you, they don't want to be with you no more. Y'all ain't gonna be, baby, why? Why you don't want to be with me no more, please? No, Reggie be like, bitch, get the packet when you leaving. Boy, that's Reggie. I know everybody not built like Reggie. We have different fathers. Different male roles in our life. That's how my male roles were. Shit, don't let the doorknob hit you. Well, yeah. Anyway, all of those things is how Reggie is. So I say all that just to say, you gotta know what people thinking, and you gotta really, when you ask those questions, hear those things and say, when did he actually tell you that? Because a lot of things that we speak on is things that we heard over time, or what we believe, or what we felt, or what we heard other people say. And then we start repeating what other people say and stuff. But as we did it, all we was just trying to do was say, this is what Eric B said. She used Eric B as an example. But John, you the one put that video up, not me. So you were the one contradicting what she said. Now, y'all know anything that go over here on Bomb First, John catch all the heat for. But trust me, he runs everything about Reggie Wright. And that's my opinion. I just give him the final say-so, or the final, what's the word, the veto power or whatever. But John runs stuff by me. So that's our way of this showing. This is what Eric B said. This is what she said. Now you determine what's true and what's not. But does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because it wasn't able to happen. Who knows what would have happened? Kobe fucking Bryant was about to sign with the LA Clippers until a minute or 30 minutes before signing. And then he decided to sign back with the Lakers. So you never know what would have been happening, what you was thinking. And then what Suge would have pulled out of his bag or made it happen if any of it was true. It didn't happen. So that would be our only reason. We at Bomb First is, I try our best not to be like, this is how it is. This is what happened. We just try to present to you, this is what we heard. This is what we saw. You make the decision. 'Cause that's all that matters. Us on this YouTube shit, I do it as a hobby, mainly as therapy, and a little bit of pocket money. And when I say little, it's very little, especially now, lately. And what we get is very little. But it doesn't matter what we all think on YouTube. It doesn't matter what we think. It's just a form of discussion. Because it all doesn't happen. It's long gone. So that's how y'all got to look at things that people say and not take things as factual and like you know it all or Reggie know it all or this person know it all. It's all opinion based. It's all just opinions, y'all. People just telling stories. We can look at all three of us, meaning me, you, John, and all y'all in the comment section, look at one thing, and we'll all come out with a different interpretation of what was said or what happened. Trust me, trust and believe that. It's all about your comprehension, your background, your thinking. It's just all type of things kicks in place, y'all. So, I don't know. I just wonder, why was Tupac saying what he was saying about Death Row East? There's another thing out here. I keep trying to tell y'all, and I keep hearing people repeat, even when we talk about the Death Row East. Death Row East was Tupac. Death Row East was not Tupac. I heard Whack 100 say it over there on Vlad. I wish people would understand. Death Row East was still going to be a company up under Death Row Records. Machiavelli Records was going to be Tupac's record label. Death Row East was just something that he was going to be a part of, being a part of Death Row, to try to unify people from the East Coast and unify people, with the people on the West Coast. That's all it was about. And man, I'm kind of glad that nigga Craig Mack didn't come over to Death Row East and been hanging out with us. And did y'all hear? Y'all hear what he died from? Y'all hear what Craig Mack died from? Ooh, my God. But anyway, shout out Craig Mack. Hope I answered your question, John.